Hey everybody from Bearden Law. I'm Giovanna Bearden, in case you don't know me. Um, and to everyone who does know me, hi. Hope everyone's doing okay. We are open and functioning so we're just working remotely by phone and Skype and email and fax. So if anybody needs anything, we're here. I know that these are some challenging times, and I've been getting a lot of questions about estate planning. So I thought I'd just hop on here and do a quick video and get some information out there. And if you have any follow-up questions or things you want to know, go ahead and shoot us a message. So I'll get right into it. The first thing that you should know if you're thinking about, uh, wrap your estate planning is who your executor is, and the executor for your estate is the person that's going to manage all of your affairs for you. So you want to pick somebody that you trust, somebody that you know will do a good job, somebody that you know will follow your wishes. The executor is somebody that you appoint in your will, so you can choose who it is and you can pick a backup. So, the first thing that you want to kind of think about when you're planning your will and your estate planning is who that person should be. The second thing you want to think about is who your beneficiaries are. These are the people who are going to inherit from you. And you want to kind of think about what you've got and who you want to receive it, and kind of have that mapped out a little bit in your head before you come and talk to an attorney. You can choose to divide things up between people. You can say, I want all of the stuff sold and everybody to get it equally. You can disinherit somebody. You can say, I want one person to get half of everything and one person to get, two people to get a quarter, things like that. You can also specifically say who gets certain physical items of yours. If you've got a hutch that you really want to go to a grandchild or something like that, you can specifically say and these are instructions that your executor will carry out for you. The third thing you should know about estate planning is that you probably want to get a living will. I highly recommend it. And a living will is a document to your healthcare provider that says what you want to happen in the event that you are in a comatose or vegetative state. It also appoints somebody to make healthcare decisions for you if you are unable to make them for yourself. So, especially in times like this where we're talking about, people having to be placed on ventilators and things like that, it's important to have a living will and to have somebody that you can go to that you can trust to make those healthcare decisions for you. And so typically you're going to want to pick your spouse as your first healthcare decision maker, and then somebody that you trust who shares your values and understands the choices that you would want to make. A living will is really important. If you're going to go to an attorney to get some estate planning done, I highly recommend that you get one done. You don't just want a regular will, you also want a living will. Fourth thing you should know about estate planning is a power of attorney. This is a document that allows somebody to make financial decisions for you if you're not in a position to make them for yourself. So again, if you're in the hospital, if you're on a ventilator, and need somebody to pay the medical bills, you need somebody to keep your business going. the financial power of attorney will allow that to happen. And so, whenever you're getting a will done, I highly recommend that you also get your power of attorney drawn up. Again, typically people will pick a spouse as somebody that handles their financial affairs, and then you wanna have at least one other alternate in case your spouse is unavailable, to be able to do that for you. And then the fifth and final thing I wanted to talk to you guys about today for estate planning is guardians and trustees. You typically want to, this is in the case that you have minor children. You want to, what's the word I'm looking for? I need to drink some of this coffee. You want to provide for them in the documents that you have prepared. And so there's two ways that you do that. One is providing the name or names of people that you want to. Hi, Thea. The people that you want to physically be caring for your children, and those are your guardians. And I usually recommend that people have at least two guardians set out. So if you know your first choice guardian and your second choice of guardian, and that way if anything happens to the first choice or they're not able to do it, you've got your backup in line already. And so, and these, again, this is something that your executor is going to help you with. It's something that the executor is going to make happen. So going back to point number one, you definitely want to make sure that you're picking the executor that's going to carry out your wishes. So you want to appoint a guardian to take care of your children, and then you want a trustee. And typically the trustee is separate from the guardian. And if you have assets to liquidate, like a house, and those are going to be money left over to take care of your children, or if you have life insurance that's going to pay out, that's going to be used to take care of and raise your children, you want to appoint a trustee to manage those finances. And so, like I said, typically you want that to be somebody who's not the guardian. That way there's some accountability between the trustee and the guardian. And so before you go to talk to an estate planning attorney, you probably want to think about who those people would be. That's what I had for you today. So 5 things you should know about estate planning. Know who your executor is, the person who's going to carry out the wishes on your will. Know who your beneficiaries are, the people who are going to inherit from you. Think about who you want making healthcare decisions for you and get a living will. Think about who you want making financial decisions for you and get a power of attorney. And then for minor children, make sure you know who you want them to live with and who you want managing their inheritance. I'll add on to that, you want to think about when they're going to get their inheritance too. So at some point, typically with children, they're going to get a payout from your life insurance or from their inheritance. So you want to think about what age you trust them to have that. So I'll do another video about that some other time if I've got any other questions about it too. So if you guys have any questions about this, shoot us a message or comment on this video and I'd be happy to respond. If getting your affairs in order is on your to-do list, now's a great time to do it. Carpe diem, seize the day. And we're here and open and functioning to assist you with that. So, all right. Hope everyone has a good rest of their day. Bye.